Yeah, good morning, everyone. This is the early morning dose from the stable of matter resins with humanitarian. I'm here this morning to update you and to give you the latest news in town. So I wanted to just kindly press your share button and let's invite friends to the show. I told you yesterday, I'm gonna be having this series every morning. Trying to invite us and tell us about what is actually happening around the world, and come up with every day. We're gonna be coming up with a new information. From this from this from the what's it called, from the entire globe, and also try to read one or two news headlines that carries the day. Uh, we had a very sad news in Benin City yesterday. The the demise of a very great woman of God, an icon, a woman who actually shook Benin City. You know, she's one woman that every household knows her name, just the way they know the name of the late Archbishop Benson Darosa of Church of God Mission. This woman was the founder Jesus Women Prayer Band Ministry, and she was the spiritual or the senior pastor of Spirit and Life Bible Church. Apostle Deaconess Eunice Osagede, the wife to Gideon Osagede of blessed memory. She died yesterday in Benin City, I think at the age of 70 years. She saw, she conquered, and she was one hell of a woman who actually gave a lot of stress to the kingdom of hell in Benin. So that is a breaking news in Benin City. Eunice Osagede is gone to be with the Lord. Good morning, MDS Sosa. Eunice Osagede is gone to be with the Lord. It's painful, but it's a glorious exit anyways. Okay. Other news headlines for 8 December 2020. Shiloh 2020 starts today. Join us at any LFC viewing centers by 7 p.m., says Bishop Oyedepo. Second wave of the NSAS protest. There was no NSAS protest in Abuja, police insisted. Governor Oton condemns attack on the APC chairman's home. That is, there was an attack on the APC chairman's home, but it was condemned, by the governor of the state. Yorubas in North will respect host religions and traditions. Yoruba in the North will respect host religion and traditions. Senator Rice Okada to daughter's wedding. That is intriguing. That is really interesting. In Nigeria, everything is it's like a big news. Okay, Prime Minister's ride bicycle to work in Europe. It's nothing new about that. I think I get so. Nothing actually new about that. Please, guys, as you're just coming in, just press the share button and give us some like. It helps us. Thank you, guys. Press the share button, give us some likes, and give us some like also. Thank you. Hisbab, which is the northern people, like the community policing, arrested 178 beggars on the street. Zamfara daughter to begin strike Thursday. This is getting really interesting in Nigeria today. The Zamfara doctors are planning to begin a strike by Thursday, which is day after tomorrow. So please, I want to call on the Zamfara governor to please act swiftly, because it is not nice that there will be a strike action in the health sector. That's what we will be fighting against. It doesn't really work well. It destroys the entire system. When doctor goes on strike, many people die. So we are pleading with the Zamfara state governor to go into action, do a negotiation with these people so that this strike will not hold, so it can be cut off before time. Please just share this video. Sowing cement price, challenges before construction industries. It has really become a very pathetic thing happening in Nigeria today. A price of cement has now gone to 3,700 naira per bag. Outside transport and loading, at the end you put all together, you're going to be having about 4,200 or thereabout, per bag. And it is really affecting constructions in Nigeria. Okay, many of us, like me, have abandoned my own home now. I was building, I couldn't even complete it anymore because the price is so high that I don't even think I can be able to bear that. When I traveled home in this year around January, I came back around March. I bought a bag of cement for 2,400. 2,500 was the maximum I bought. 2,500 was the maximum I bought a bag of cement. So between March I came back and December, the price has increased to about 4,200, which is nearly double the price. Good morning, dear. Messi, how you doing? Edo someone, Franco, I greet you, sir. That's increased to 4,200. That is really, really terrible. So it's affecting everything in the nation today. The worst part of it is, in the neighboring country, Ghana, they said the same bag of meat from Dangote, the same bag from Dangote for 900 naira equivalent. So we don't know what is the problem. They import fuel from Nigeria to Ghana, and it is being sold for 900 equivalent. Whereas the nation where all the mineral resources, the limestone and everything are deposited, we buy at the rate of 4,200, including loading and transportation. So that is the news. The construction sites are already having challenges in working due to this very, very particular unfortunate hike in the price of cement. PAGA, Whitefield Foundation partner to assist MSMES. Long road to Lagos smart city dream. That would be nice. If we can get a very long road to Lagos, that will reduce the high rate of traffic in most of the cities in Lagos. Sweet Mama K, I agree to you, man. We need to start doing something about that, because Lagos is really, really terrible in the morning. Okay, and most of you who live in Lagos will understand that when you live in Lagos area, you are going from Ikorodu to Island. You need to leave home as early as 3 o'clock in the morning for you to be able to beat the traffic. If not, you're going to be on the traffic for 4 to 5 hours. That is really, really bad. Something needs to be done to reduce that very particular, unfortunate, thing that is happening within the Lagos houses. Okay. Hero Pay app unveiled. Lawmaker empowered youth and women with what? I heard the Zamfara governor went and was giving the people rabbit, as an empowerment. So they're giving them cassava sticks as an empowerment. So we don't know what this lawmaker had empowered, the youth and women of his constituency with right now. Nigerians are a very terrible set of people. Our leaders are so very terrible in their thinking. Labour gives Niger fresh conditions. Kano APC to register members. Okay. Fire golf furniture shop in Mina. And that is going to be a big loss for the owner of that very particular company. Rising digital entrepreneur is also rising up, and we are encouraging all youth in Nigeria, instead of going into crime, you can actually go into cryptocurrencies and do your business better. Oyo put recruitment of PLWD on hold. We don't know what happened. This is from Tescom. Lagos has 93 Obas, 10 vacant stools. So the Lagos State has 93 Obas and 10 vacant stools. Okay, yet we are still having a lot of atrocity in the city of Lagos. Makinde has paid more than 12 billion as pension and gratuity. Now, I know your state governor is going to do me proud. In the same way I respect Obaseki, is the same way I give kudos to the Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde, which I know is a youth and has been doing extremely well since he became the governor of Oyo State. I have so much confidence in him than any other governor in the entire federation. Showolu swear in local government service commission members. That's nice. I hope they do something to elevate the problem and the suffering of the Lagosians. Government trained retirees. Okay, the reason what they are training them for is what I don't know. A man that has retired does not need training. A man that retired needs to go home and rest. After retirement, they're going to be an enjoyment. That's what it is in the developed world. It is only in Africa that when you retire, you are being trained. You are being trained again for reasons I don't really know. Okay. Lagos government assures residents of road completion, because there is really, really a very terrible situation in Lagos State since last week. Because of this road construction, people are really having a lot of problem. And also during this particular road construction, the government of Lagos State has already promulgated a law of one way, that you cannot be able to take one way. And if you are caught taking one way, you are paying heavily. A lot of money is being paid. Some vehicles are also being, apprehended, and the owners of these vehicles forfeit their vehicles, and the government of Lagos State auctions people's vehicle. I don't know where that law came from. I will say it is retrogressive. Good morning, I know you call it Samandi. I will say it is retrogressive. It is not people's law, because if somebody violates the traffic rule, the law is not to sell their car. You can ask them to pay some fines. I don't know why the government of Nigeria are always good at producing or enacting, Dracula laws that is outdated, laws that is not people friendly. Okay, guys. And so I don't know why is that. Please, as you just come in, give us some likes, and let's share this show. I think we already have a lot, about 20 people on Facebook, 22 people on Facebook. Please just press your share button. If you are here, then we would have gotten about 22 times shared on this video to our walls, so we can bring in a lot of people to this early money dose. Because your sharing, your likes will give me more encouragement to continue to do this early money show, to update you on what is happening, to give to you one or two news that is really interesting in Nigeria. Okay, so we're going to talk about some news, then look at some comments from people. It's going to be a very interesting time every morning, this time of the day. Okay, guys. But when you don't share, it doesn't give us so much coverage. So it makes it a little bit weakened in our spirit to do this job. This job is not easy. We need a lot of views to be able to carry our message across, to every other part. And before I read this first news I have with me here, please, very soon I will be moving away from my private page, which is Idiamates TV, to my page, which is Matter Arising with Humanist TV. Please, guys, if you've not followed me on Matter Arising with Humanist TV, please kindly do so at the end of this broadcast, because it will help you a lot to get most of the information that will be coming out from this very particular platform. Okay, just go to Facebook and just type up Matter Arising with Humanist TV, and you will get me there. Just follow me and like the page so we can flow together as we build a better and a more robust Nigeria come Edo State. Now, the first news today is Governor Babagana Zulum of Borno State says, despite recent happenings, the security situation in the state and the northeast region is better under the President Muhammadu Buhari administration. Wow. See, this north, they have a lot of problems, I must say. They have a lot of problems. These guys are very myopic, are very self-centered in their thinking. I said yesterday, they're always ready to defend. They are always ready to defend. Always ready to defend. They don't care. They are always ready to defend their own, even at the worst scenario. Over 78 persons were slaughtered in his community, in one village. This never happened during the time of Goodluck Jonathan that he's trying to refer to. So let's go. Zulum made the comment on Sunday while addressing northern leaders from the Arawa Consecutive Forum in Maiduguri, the Borno capital. From statewide statistics on affairs in the 27 local government areas since 2011, the fact is that despite the recent happening in Borno State, the security situation in Borno State, and indeed that of the entire northeast sub-region, is still far better under Buhari, and this is based on record, Zulu said while addressing the delegation led by the chairman of the Forum Board of Trustees, Ambassador Shehu Malami, and his executive chairman, Chief Awudu Obe. I don't really know why people always try as much as possible to compare deaths, to compare casualties. It is preposterous. I must say the least. It is really annoying that people will compare death rate from one regime to another. And this person should not forget that during Buhari's campaign in 2015, one of his cardinal campaign promises that made the people to vote for him was an end to insecurity in 6 months if he is elected the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. We should always remind these people that the reason why Buhari was voted for in 2015 was because of his promises of ending every form of insecurity, particularly the insurgency in the northeast of Nigeria, in 6 months. So if that is not there today, I don't know why people will come out and start trying to praise him, all because they want to get favor. This is not politics. You don't play politics with the lives of your people. You don't play religion with the lives of your people. You don't play ethnicity with the lives of your people. Lives are sacrifice. Lives are too sacrifice. They are too important Brother Friday, how you doing, sir? Lives are too important to be thrown aside with. It's quite painful that a governor who lost 78 of his citizenry is trying to play politics with the lives by spitting on the grave of the people that were killed, or rather marching on their grave without no feelings. This is uncalled for. I'm going to say it again. It is uncalled for. One death is too much in a nation, not in a state, in an entire nation. A death is too much. But like when the people did not die on their own. Okay, guys? So I continue with his address. For instance, unlike the year before Buhari, when a number of local governments were no-go area, we now have citizens led by our traditional rulers safely back to Bama, Gwaza, Askira Uba, Dikwa, Ngala, Monguno, Kukawa, Damboa, Konduga, Mafa, all of which none could visit and not to talk of living there. Our emirs were all in exile. Today, Bama is coming back to live, and also is Asikira Uba, Damboa, Gwaza, and others. Life is being returning go to Baga. That does not stop anything. Okay? The insurgency began around 2011 on the high rise. So it took the entire nation unawares. The Nigerian military at that time had never encountered any form of insurgency. So it was a little bit difficult for them, knowing fully well also that these insurgents never wore any military outfit. So it was difficult for them to be able to know who is a militant or who is a civilian. You guys also know that during the raiding by President Goodluck Jonathan's administration, the likes of Zulu, the likes of Buhari, the likes of Erufai, the likes of this professor, and many others from the northern region of Nigeria said that they were being murdered. That Jonathan was reducing the population of the north for political reasons. That also allowed Jonathan to have a fallback in order for him not to offend the north. So the monster you guys have today in the north was actually fed, pampered, bred by the northern political leaders. Okay, so when Jonathan took over, he had no time because it was a new phenomenon that was happening in the country. And two, Jonathan was never an army. He was a civilian guy who had never worked within the sector of the army. But Buhari was a general. Like we normally say, once a general, always a general. So he had everything within his sleeves to actually do the right thing, which I think he never did. Okay, guys? Governor Zulu explained that this was impossible before Buhari. In fact, it was not possible to move a few kilometers out of Maduguri. All praises. They always praise the guy. That's why the guy is actually creating a lot of problem for himself. Because the guy does nothing, everybody praise him. They give him kudos for doing absolutely nothing. So the bloated is and massage his ego that made him to feel is the best thing that have ever happened to Nigeria. In 2015, precisely before the election, a bag of rice was sold at 7,500 to 8,000 naira. In 2020, 5 or 6 years in between, a bag of rice is now sold for 42,000. It is 500% increase in the cost of living. In 2014, precisely a bag of meat was sold for about 1,300, 1,500. Today, a bag of meat is now sold for about 4,200, including transport and loading. There is also another 200% increase in the price. So everything under this regime has been a failure. But people still praise him, and that makes him to feel he's doing Nigeria a favor by being there. So he said, instead, we were so bold to attack and take over military facilities like the army barrack at Mugono, Bama, Giwa Barrack, and the multinational joint task force headquarters at Badga, to mention just a few. There were daily attack bomb blasts in many parts of Maiduguri, the most populated part of the state, but all of these have stopped under Buhari. Wow. 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 But people still die every day, bros. They've refused to give narration of the bandits wreaking havoc in all the states in the northeast and the northwest, which was not available during Jonathan's administration. They refused to talk about the Fulani headers. Ravaging the entire Middle Belt and most of the south part of Nigeria, which was not conspicuous, which was not visible during the reign of Goodluck Jonathan. They refused to talk about the banditry, the kidnapping cases that have become a daily reoccurrence in these last 5 years of Buhari administration. They refuse to talk about the Abuja-Kaduna way that have become a death trap for many motorists. They refuse to talk about the high cost of living, which actually turned the entire nation into a beggar. They refuse to talk about the subsequent and the continuous borrowing of the nation called Nigeria. They refuse to talk about the two-time recession within 5 years, first in history of Nigeria, and even in the world, that a nation will go into recession twice within a space of 5 years. All they talk about is to lick asses, sugarcoat and praise one who is actually doing nothing, all for political correctness and ethnicity and religious bigotry. That will never make a nation work. That is why I'm calling on the Southern Nigeria. The only way we can move forward as a nation is when we unite together. Unity is the only way. These guys, they are blind. They don't understand what is development. They are still a century backward in their thinking ability. They see power as the only way or the only thing that they need. They don't care about any other thing. Based on the Islamic dictates, you must hold on to power. You should not allow the infidel to lead you. That is all that is in their brain. They don't care whether the state is moving forward or not. So it is hard time you guys wake up. Please share this video, guys, and give us some likes. If you're on YouTube, please share this video and give us some thumbs up. Thank you. There were daily attack bomb blasts in many parts of Maiduguri, the most populated part of the state, but all of these have stopped under Buhari. These are the records, and no one can dispute these records. According to him, he is, however, concerned about the current security situation in the region than comparing it with what happened in the past. You just did comparison now. You just did comparison. You compared today with 5 years or 6 years ago or 11 years ago when this insurgency actually started. You fail to understand that when you have a problem that just came unnoticed, it takes every government 1 year or thereabout to be able to understand the tactics in which they can use in tackling the insurgency. I remember in the eve of the 2015 general election, presidential election, the Goodluck Jonathan administration was already leading the war. They've actually pushed back the Boko Haram insurgency to the Sambisa forest. This is also in the public domain. Before that, when Goodluck Jonathan postponed the election, about 1 week or about 2 weeks or thereabout, because of insecurity, then the military then had already pushed far the insurgency out of Borno State. That was why President Muhammadu Buhari got a very large number of about 1.something million votes from Borno in 2015. So if the state was under the control of the Boko Haram, as been claimed by the governor of the state today, how did the president got that large number of votes from your state? Knowing fully well you can only vote in a center that you registered in. So sometimes they talk to us and nobody wants to question them because we are all scared or afraid. I don't know. Okay, guys? The insurgents, by their nature, always want to attract publicity, which is very strategic for terror propaganda. So they resort to attacking our communities and running away. And of course, this worries us, the governor further noted. Borno State and the Northeast have been target of attack by insurgents in recent years. The last being the killing of scores of farmers in Zamba, Mari, in Jerry local government area of Borno State. The incident drew wide condemnation from within and outside Nigeria and heightened cost for the sack of the security chiefs. End of quote. Okay, so when people were killed in a state, as a governor of the state, it's supposed to be in a mourning period. It's supposed to be in a period whereby the state is in a mourning mode. It's supposed to be in a period whereby the flag, the Nigerian flag in that state is lowered to half. not one, not two, not bombed up. They were slaughtered. I did that news yesterday on how the village head, the community head of this community, how he narrated the ordeals, how the people were actually slaughtered like rams, to the point that when the Boko Haram insurgents got tired, their hands were paining them. They had to ask the last 12 that was left to run back to the farm, to the community, and tell them and spread the news of the killings. Instead of it to be in a mourning mode, is everywhere gambalizing, making different news at different point in time. Today, they were farmers. Tomorrow, they were spies who were actually working for Boko Harams. Next tomorrow, they were this. The other day, they were that. Guys, a nation does not improve when truth is not available. Now, let's take some comments. Okay, we'll take some comments. One comment came from one Uchena Unamba. Said Northeast is better under Buhari, yet the same Zulum cried out to seek help from mercenaries. I am getting confused. I think so am I also. So am I, brother. Northeast is better under Buhari, but yet the same Zulu cried out to seek help from mercenaries. This is from Uchena Unamba. I said, I'm really getting confused. So am I. One Olaluwoye Joshua Adeoluwa said, nothing stop is only the change methodology. People are dying on daily basis, whether through bomb, slaughtering, or any other means. Death is death. Governance from bad to worse. This is from Olaluwoye Joshua. Then Philip Martin said tribalism, ethnicity, bigotry is the major problem of Nigeria. This was the same man that was helpless and crying for help. I think I take this. One of the problems, like I said it before, one of the problems of this nation is tribalism, ethnicity, religion, and bigotry. It's the problem of Nigeria. Am I very sure if this very particular thing happened in the time of Goodluck Jonathan, when the Chibok girls took place, it was on social media. There was rampage everywhere. Rampage everywhere. What Ifi Unambu said, same narrative. So how did election take place in Borno State in 2015? That was the same question I asked now. How did election take place in Borno State in 2015? If almost all the local government area were no-go area, it means election results were manipulated. And don't forget, this Zulu guy have been attacked 4 times. This Zulum guy have been attacked 4 times. 4 good times this year alone. His convoy have been attacked and many Satan soldiers and Mopos have been killed in the exchange of gold battle. This never happened during Goodluck Jonathan time. Never happened that a sitting governor life had an attempt on. Never happened in Goodluck Jonathan administration. One Undubisi Andy Okoli said, I have lost confidence in this man for being economical with the truth. Your statement has proven that Northerners reason alike, irrespective of their class. Nonsense, professor. I think I stand with what Undubisi just said right now. They are always very, very economical with the truth. That is why Nigeria is not moving forward. They're not telling the entire world. They're not telling the entire world. So I'm very sure, sir. I'm very sure. They just wanted to kill those Nigerian soldiers. And those Satan soldiers and Mopo always die. A lot of them dies. If he says the state is secured, then all those attacks, about 4 attacks that he has experienced in the last few months, are all abracadabra, as been said by our father here, Pa Kennedy. They're all abracadabra. They're all stage managed just to get more money from this federal government, because all they think about is power, money, power, money, power, money, women. That's all. They're not. The leaders in the north, power, money, women. Power, money, women. Power, money, women. Nothing more. One Jonah Ofo says, Zulum, how many times have Boko Haram made an attempt on your life? How many times have Boko Haram made an attempt on your life? If fear of Buhari is making you not to be frank, like the Sultan of Sokoto, that said the north is the most unsafe place to stay in Nigeria, then I pity you. I pray for your safety, and I hope you will not be a victim of this severe insecurity in the Northeast. That is a good one. That's a good one. They don't want to get rid of Boko Haram. Thank you, Messi. I think these guys want to use Boko Haram as a bargaining power, because Boko Haram now has now become the oil in the north. Because they now use the Boko Haram as a way of making the south to get the north enriched. Then one Bobby Jeffat, I think I love this one. The guy is a little bit. He said the governor is technically correct. Hear this: the bandit and Boko Haram have been decimated. What is simply required of him is to relocate all the displaced who are living in refugee camps across the north home, so that they can start their normal life, and also let the Nigerian army go back to the barrack, at least to rest, and let the world know that the recent report of farmer being killed by Boko Haram are fabricated lies, waiting for his action based on his report. Exactly. I think I love this guy's comment. Since you said he's safe, then let everybody return back. Okay. One Joseph Maxim said, no wahala. It seems that Zulum now has a body double, because I don't believe he made this statement. Well, if he did issue the statement, then he should be ready to receive more condolence visits from Abuja. For a man who have been attacked twice and so they have died, then I don't trust politicians anymore. One Ikena Augustus says Zulum is right. Zulum is right. The north is the most secure part of the country now, and very peaceful to do business now. No Boko Haram, no ballot again. Una mumu never do. Imagine this governor crying for help some weeks back and burying about 43 of his citizens. Chai, what a collateral failure. I thought you were different. Now I know that best of the same feather truly flocks together. Oh God. Let me look for another one. One Henry Oweka said, I love this also, say, Borno State is safe under Buhari and let the current security situation remains the same since the governor says so. Oh, I don't want this to remain the same, bro. This is bad and I don't want the Lord to be there because they are friends. I have friends there also who I know are crying for help. Then one Uche Williams said, since if this present security problem is better than it was before, why are you people lamenting? Northern elites have told Buhari to resign, but Zulum is proving them wrong. What a country. Then one Ibrahim Mohammed said, if the magnitude of insecurity under Buhari is what you are praising, you and your family members shall experience what others have gone through with the level of insecurity in Nigeria. Oh, the first time I've seen a Northerner speaking his mind. Let me check for another Northerner here. Okay, one Ashan Ishmael said, in this country, you cannot face Buhari and talk against him. He's a messiah in human flesh. If you are a politician, you will understand. My best governor of the year 2020, you have spoken well. Spoken well, do and go home. I have massive love, respect, and admire for you, Governor Zulum. You are one of the best governors in the country. May God bless you. But it is sad, embarrassing, utterly shameful to hear this from you. I feel sick, genuine sick. But it's now the league is played. God is with you. Okay? His guy's so disappointed in his governor based on what he just said. One Maswell Momo says, only a handful of people are speaking up about the irresponsible behavior of the several chiefs at the National Assembly. This statement about the Northeast is better under Buhari is absolutely nonsense. Let Zulum explain his findings. Speak the truth. Shame the devil. A bunch of flocks sitting around in the assembly with big abada and dressed up, and some sleeping while others side talking and not paying attention to the person speaking on the floor. And yet the people money is going down the drain with no end in sight. And the common man is suffering from anxiety and whatnot, not knowing what tomorrow will bring. This Buhari administration like to see people suffer. Who? I am at the point now feeling like Chief Zebudaya, aka alias 430, with outrage how the people of Nigeria are suffering and helpless, and a few people are looting the treasury to store money in cabinets and warehouses and underground bunkers, etc. That is the Nigeria we find ourselves today, brother. That's the Nigeria we find ourselves today. So that's the Nigeria we find ourselves today. One Otobong Donald Akan said, it was under Buhari we saw a video of you taking cover under an armored car. We believe you, Sha. Oh, my God. So, guys, so that this is the height I can go on the comment from this very particular post. Let me go to my second post, for today, so we can call it a day. Okay, the insecurity in Nigeria is terrible. This is also about the insecurity situation in Nigeria. Okay, guys. This is going to be a very interesting time every morning if you help me do a lot of sharing of the video, either on Facebook on YouTube and give us more likes. Okay, we're going to be doing this every morning just to give you an insight of what is happening around Nigeria, give you headlines, and take some one or two news that is trending and try to read it out, and we do let you analysis. Okay, but we need your support while doing this. We didn't hear from Lagos government again. Family of the 23 years old NSAS shooting amputee. It's a painful one. We'll hear the news of this young guy. 23 years old amputee Chimese Stanley Nanta says losing his right leg to a stray bullet fired by operative attached to the Alade police station, Shomolu, Lagos, in the wake of the protest that followed Lekki Tollgate shooting of October 20 is a recurring nightmare that is struggling with. He says he was hit by the stray bullet on October 21st, 2020. Incidentally, Alade Station was among the 20 police stations and posts raised by suspected Ulum who hijacked the NSAS protest last October. When Punch Earthwise paid him a visit at the National Orthopedic Hospital, Ibobi, Lagos, the young construction worker was seen leaning on a crutch outside the jail ward of the federal government-owned facilities. Having survived 2 successive surgeries during which he was transferred with 7 pints of blood, Chimese seemed to be adjusting to the reality of his new life. What a painful one. A young man now leans on one foot as a result of the carelessness of the Nigerian police. We are talking about the insecurity situation in the state, in the nation. Police releasing live bullets, indiscriminately. It's so barbaric. It's so unprofessional that you go out to dispatch protesters, harmless protesters as a matter. All you do is to pick up live ammunition and begin to shoot. Where in other climes, they use water cannon, pepper spray. The maximum they will use is a rubber bullet. The maximum they will use is a rubber bullet. Except there is a gun battle between the security agency and the protesters. Most times, there is never the use of a live bullet in every sane climate. Yeah, this young man was shot by a stray bullet. And today, he now lives on one leg. He has spent 6 weeks on admission at Ibobi. I'm a victim of police stray bullets, says Chimese. I was returning from work on October 21st, 2020, when I ran into armed policemen from Alade Station. They were shooting indiscriminately to disperse people in the wake of the NSAS protest that followed the Lekki Tollgate shooting in Nares. According to him, the shooting incident took place around the Alade market in Oshomo, not far from the bus stop. Record that security agent has shot at NSAS protester at the Lekki Tollgate on Tuesday, 20th October, leading to yet to be ascertained numbers of casualties. The shooting incident had also attracted national and international outcry, with the Lagos state and federal government being urged to unravel the incident, the identity, of the shooters and who deployed them. Chimese says he was confused at first and wondered what could be chasing the people strapping for cover around him. But I got the message when I started hearing the repeated sound of gunshot not too far from where I was. I didn't know whether to run left or right in the midst of this pandemonium, he says. Despite all his effort to avoid being caught in the crossfire, the construction worker says he was hit by a stray bullet. Unfortunate, painful, but that is the reality you have in that nation. He says the shot came from one of the plainclothes security operatives among the rampaging policemen. I couldn't stand because of the impact of the bullet to my leg, not too far from my nail, but I managed to take cover under a shade while battling the pain. My eyes is already dropping tears for this young man. After some minutes, the police, including the operative who shot me, passed by without taking a second look at where I laid on the ground, because they are very inhuman. They are very inhuman. We are fine, man. They are very, very inhuman. It was after they had left that some sympathizer came to my rescue and brought me to Ibobi Hospital. I must have laid on that ground for about 30 minutes before help finally arrived. If not God, 30 minutes after being shot, bleeding profusely, that young man would have been dead. If not God, who was on his side, to have laid down there bleeding profusely for 30 minutes, that young man would have been dead. The truth is, the Nigerian security, agency are inhuman. They are inhuman. They are barbaric. They are devilish. You saw someone. You saw the blood. And yet you did nothing. I didn't witness all the activity because I passed out. I woke up later to discover strange faces and people in bandage all around me. It was then that the incident of the last couple of hours flashed through my mind. When my aunt, Ijeoma Nkoli, came to the hospital later, I overheard one of the doctors telling her that I had lost so much blood and would require immediate blood transfusion, he says. He also disclosed that so many other gunshot victims were brought to Ibobi Hospital from Shomowu and several parts of Lagos. Yet, they are claiming that there was no gunshot. Yet, they are claiming that there was never a gunshot. This is a survivor of the brutality and the heartlessness of the Nigerian security agencies. Yet, some people are clamoring that there was never a gunshot. The hospital was full of patients that day, October 21st. Some even came with casualties and were banging the hospital gate, but they were not let in because of best pace. I was probably lucky because they brought me on time, he said. He expressed appreciation to his boss and co-workers who had visited him at his J ward of Ibobi, where he was admitted. Even the 17 pints of blood used so far is not enough. My aunt was told I still need about 4 more pints, he said. When asked if Chimese was exempted from paying hospital charge in line with his Lagos state government, Babajide Sanwo-Olu promise of free treatment for all NSAS gun victims, the patient aunt, Gioma, said the family has so far spent over 400,000 naira on their relation. 400,000. Where actually the guy was shot by the police. And the guy was taken to a federal hospital, not a private. Yet they paid over 400,000. You see, our leaders are inhuman. They are very, very insensitive to our plights. They are inhumans. They are very insensitive to our plight. They don't care about us. They've made these poor, innocent people to pay as high as 400,000 already. And the boy is still in the hospital. Even when the Lagos State governor said every victim, gunshot victim of the NSAS protest should be treated for free. They say it in the front of the camera. They do something else behind the closed door. That is how wicked, how heartless our political class are. They are ready, you die, than them releasing that money that they're going to use to take care of their families. You know, these people, what they think of first is their comfort. I said in one of my videos that this guy sees us as slave and master's relationship. They don't see us as their citizens. No. They see us as house girl, house boy, and master relationship. Slave master relationship. That's what they see us to be. So that's why when anything happens to you, they first think of what they are going to benefit first before thinking of what you will get. All of them. None of these guys are different. None of them. They are all one and the same. The COVID-19 palliative can tell you that the entire 36 states of the Federation actually heed palliatives. That's who they are. Okay? We were exempted from paying on the first day, but immediately Stanley Chimese was moved to J ward after the surgery on October 22nd. It has been payment of bills after bills. I still have the entire receipt with me. We have paid for the surgery, drugs, wound dressing. Oh, Jesus Christ. Best pace, cotton wool, plaster, toiletries, and everything else. Since he was placed on water, we had to keep buying bottle of water for him too. That nation is gone. With this crop of leaders, we are actually far from being civilized. Narrating the agony of Chimeze's family, Joma said the news of his amputation did not go well, especially with his father back home in Abia State. Even his uncle living in Port Harcourt was bothered when they first heard of the unpalatable report. They blame him for choosing to also in Lagos instead of staying with his uncle in Port Harcourt. Can you imagine that right now? But as I told them, we had no choice than to sign the consent form because Stanley lost so much blood and the affected leg has swollen up. We just couldn't bear him pass through so much pain. He used to be a very huge buggy fellow. See him in his fairy condition bring me misery. Sometimes he wake up at night and announce that he wants to take a stroll outside the hospital ward. So when asked if she had made attempt to bring the issue to the attention of the Lagos State Judicial Panel of Inquiry and Restitution for victims of SARS and related abuses, she said officers of the Office of the Public Defender were aware of Chimese Stanley's case. She said officers from Office of the Public Defender visited Chimese at the hospital about a week after the incident. We got in touch with them through somebody. They visited Stanley here in the ward to speak with him, but we have not heard anything from them again. I chatted with the lady again last week. She said they were still at the judicial panel and that there was no update for now. Meanwhile, we are trying to secure a place to stay and buy him. Oh, Jesus Christ. And buy him a prosthetic leg. Measuring his leg and procurement of the prosthetic leg is the priority for now, Ijeoma said. She expressed concern about issues bordering on Igbobi official attitude towards money paid for blood. There is a worrisome trend I notice here. When patients pay money for blood screening, if the donor fails to turn up or fail to donate, patients are never given a refund. Oh, you see, the corruption in Nigeria is everywhere. Can you imagine? You pay for blood. Okay? And a donor comes in. And at the end of the day, maybe the blood group did not match. Your money will not be refunded. You'll be asked to pay again. Look at what he said. Say, yet when patient eventually get a donor and the screening of the blood doesn't turn out well, they will be required to pay for another screening. For instance, only 2 of the initial 7 pounds of blood we screened for Stanley were good. There were 2 other occasions that the donor didn't turn up after I had made payment. Did it turn up? Their money wasn't given back. The cool thing is that we have not owed the hospital a dime. God has been helping us through. I am so grateful to some of Stanley's colleagues and friends. They trooped out in Emma to donate for him. We managed to raise 11 pounds of successfully screened blood, while several others were rejected during the screening, she noted. When our correspondent called the National Orthopedic Hospital Igbobi to get clarification on the issue, the medical doctor of the hospital, Dr. Mustafa Alimi, responded via an SMS stating that the claim wasn't true. But there are receipts to show for it. It's not true, sir. Alimi attested. He declined to make further comments. But receipts are there to prove everything. The receipts are there to prove everything. What is not true? Who is collecting money from Chimese Stanley's auntie if the government says it's not true? Meanwhile, a nurse in the ward who mistook her correspondent for Chimese's relative reassured that the patient will be all right once he gets a prosthetic leg. I actually felt for him because he lost too much blood. Once he's fit, he will need to go through a second surgery. Once the wound is and the leg starts taking shape, he can start wearing prosthetic. You people too should talk to your patient to calm his nerves, she said. The health worker also disclosed that Chimese suffer from partum limb pain from time to time. All hope is not lost yet. Too much thinking and anxiety won't change anything. There is what we call partum pain, which tend to give one the feeling that the amputated leg is still there. It eventually takes long before such pains leave a patient, she stated. An online site belonging to the United States Amputee Coalition described partum limb pain as ongoing painful sensation that seems to be coming from the part of the limb that is no longer there. The limb is gone, but the pain is real. The onset of this pain most often occurs soon after surgery. It can feel like a variety of things, such as burning, twisting, itching, or pressure. It is often felt in fingers or toes. It is believed that nearly 80% of the amputated population worldwide has experienced this kind of pain. So this is the story of Chimese Stanley. So I don't know the government of Lagos State. I don't know what you guys are going to do, but I'm calling on you guys to do the needful. Help this boy from his pain, from his penury. Help him come to his rescue, and also let the committee of inquiry that is set up to look into the NSAS protest and the aftermath effect should also call Stanley and ask him, and also compensate him, because that guy now has been deformed for life. He cannot actually live on his own. If it was in the same society, that guy should be on government benefit all his life. But no, in the Nigerian setting where we live in, we don't get government benefits. That guy is going to be there, and because it's not taking, he's going to be poor. He's going to end up begging or doing something stupid just to continue living if he does not have family members who will be able to take care of him. Thank you, guys. This is the Money Dose from Matter Rising with Humanist Steven on the show. Tomorrow again, we're coming back here to give you more dose. Stay tuned. Stay ablaze. Let's rock this together. Thank you all. Have a blessed and a wonderful day. 12 o'clock, we're going to have a Zoom meeting on the United States of Nigeria. Please tune up 12 o'clock for a Zoom meeting. Then 7 o'clock, 5 o'clock this evening, we're going to be having, an entrepreneurship class with Miss Honorable Ago Blessing and one other of our sister who will be coming in to teach us on how we can start a business with less than $100. Okay, guys. So it's going to be loads of broadcasts today. 12 o'clock, the Zoom meeting will be taken off of the Southern Nigeria. 5 o'clock, don't miss the 5 o'clock meeting with Ago Blessing. It's going to be very, very interesting and educating session today. The woman who Blessing spoke about in the first episode of this entrepreneurship class, she's coming live on the show to give us everything that we need to know or hear concerning how she started her life career, and today she has graduated to the level she is today. Thank you, guys. Please, as you continue to watch, share this video on. Let's invite many people into this show every morning, and let's make a difference in our time. Thank guys. Bye. See you later in 3 hours time.